This is Group 39, and here's our Zesty Fitness application. When we open the app, this is the screen we're presented with. In the top right corner, here's our profile page. This is the page that a user is initially prompted with when downloading the app. And here they can input their email, their username, and their password. I'm already signed in here, so the only option here is for me to sign out. On the top left corner, here's a settings page. Here, users can enter their height, weight, and calorie goal. They can update this at any time. Right now, I want my calorie goal to be 3,000, so I'll submit that. All this information is connected to the backend in Firebase.
So we use that information to further personalize the recommendations per user, and we'll see a little bit more of that later when we go over the homepage. But for now, let's move over to the food tab, which is a good representation of what happens when the user wants to input data. So we're prompted with a list of recent logs that they've input. We have a filter option at the top, which basically lets us filter per range and see different values. And then if we hit the plus at the top, that is going to be where we enter our information. So our app wants to promote discipline, so we want the users to enter their information. Going forward, we might look into an easier way to enter information, but for now, this is how we're doing it. It gives you the option to change the date if you want to go back and enter previously eaten food. And as you can see, it just pops up right there. When you hit submit, it's sent to Firebase in the back end, and then all the information is on the screen previous. So if we move over to the sleep tab.
So here on the sleep tab, there's actually an easier way to input your log. So here I have my Apple Watch connected to this health app, and here it recorded my sleep statistics. Here it says I was in bed for 6 hours and 21 minutes. But I connected with this Apple Health Kit here, and then this is an easier way to input sleep logs. I could just connect to the health app, and it will automatically change the modals to reflect the time that I slept and woke up. And I could change the quality here. I could submit it, and the log will show here, and it'll also be reflected in the homepage.
So here on our homepage, we actually show the personalized recommendations. So for the sleep statistics, we actually take 3 metrics, which are time, duration, and quality of sleep. We get different data from an API called the Open Weather API. For the sleep statistic, we actually get when the sunset is, so we can make a personalized recommendation based on where you are and the optimal time at which people should go to sleep in general. For hydration, we also get open weather data, which basically tells us what temperature it is where you're located. So if it's a hot day, we want to recommend that you drink more fluid so that you stay better hydrated throughout the day and hit your goals. Basically how our recommendation algorithm works in a quick overview is throughout the day we set different thresholds, different calorie thresholds for food, hydration thresholds for hydration, which if the user is hitting these goals, we give them a better lifestyle score per category. And if they deviate from the ideal range, we decrease their score accordingly through different cut points and metrics. And all 3 scores are aggregated into one overall lifestyle score at the top, which is basically queried against a ranked list of items in which we have a dictionary where the lifestyle score is the key and our value is different messages that prompt the user on different actions. Going forward, we want to make sure we do more personalized actions which are better suited per user. But now we'll kind of go through and talk about the food consumption metric because that's a little more in-depth with a different API.
Yeah, so there's another different API that our application connects to, and it's the Google Custom Search API. So every time our application takes the most recent log, in this case it's the McNuggets, and after it is queried into the Google Custom Search API in order to return an image of a healthier alternative that the user can eat going forward.